The 10340 Wreath is one of the newest sets in the Icon's Botanical Collection theme, and some fans might not be aware it's the biggest one yet so far. It has the same price as 10289 Birds of Paradise, but 21 more pieces, 1,194 in total. And I have to say, aesthetically is astonishing. But in my opinion, the building process is not very pleasant or smooth. And is it that better than 2020's 40426 Christmas Wreath 2-in-1? Let's see. As is normal in this type of set, when opening instructions we have some pages dedicated with some words and images of what we are going to build. During the assembly, we also have some comments about what we are doing or curiosities about the parts or techniques used. On the first step, there's already a surprise. The first 4 bags have the same content, and each one has the necessary pieces for exactly the same build that we'll have to do 4 times. Literally 1/4 of an arc. If you have family or friends to help, please let them assist you, because after the second repetition, it starts to get a bit tiring. The construction is very solid, and soon we'll understand how the 4 parts will connect, both the Carter arches, and the foliage, and the decorations. And before starting the 5th bag, we have to choose whether to opt for the wreath or garland option. For the purpose of the review, I'm going to do the first option, but the second one seems equally beautiful to me, especially if we can add another set, even to decorate a table or other piece of furniture during the Christmas season. Bags 5, 6, and 7 will be used to decorate, or rather fill the wreath, with all the greenery elements. And quite honestly, it is also a repetitive process, as there are several dozen mini arrangements and combinations with leaves that we will make. Placing them also becomes difficult after a certain point, as they start to occupy a lot of space, and the technic pinholes where they fit start to be hidden or in a difficult spot to access. It can also be somewhat painful, since after introducing several 2L bars with toe ball in the palm leaves, my thumb was already starting to get sore. Finally, the last 2 bags. We build and add some decorative elements. We have the dried orange slices with a new element, a 6x6 trans orange gist with the impressions of an orange. Cinnamon sticks, in pairs, united with an element to resemble a thread, where we learn that in ancient times this spice was worth more than gold. Nowadays this title has passed for Lego for sure. Then my favorite mini build, the pine cones, with 2 elements in new colors, the modified plate 1x1 with tooth, and the paperboy cap, both in dark brown. Finally, the berries. There are 9 arrangements, each with 6 berries with 3 different color tones, red and orange, blue and dark blue, and white with yellowish green. Out of these 9 combinations, we will pick 3 of each color so that we can customize the garland to our liking. But hey, you can actually place all 9 at the same time. And here is the finished set. Like almost all sets in this theme, the result is phenomenal, and for those who don't know LEGO elements that well, it can easily go unnoticed as a LEGO set at first. If it is also true that within this theme there is usually some repetitive steps, this set really has a lot of it. And this is perfectly understandable, especially when it's sets where you try to replicate something real. It happens a lot in buildings like the Taj Mahal, the Colosseum, and even some of these flowers. So, whoever purchases this set should count on it during the building process, but also believe me, it's really worth it. I also need to mention the new elements. It's customary for this type of sets to have some new features or at least new prints and or new colors, and this is no exception. For those who need landscape pieces, especially for trees or plants, almost 1/3 of the set are foliage elements. Some fans may have some difficulty placing the last decorative element, which is normal. The docking areas are hidden and not very noticeable in the instructions, but don't worry about that. At this stage, we can and should decorate to our liking. Regarding the target audience, I think it's obvious, 18 plus. I don't think kids look at this set as a source of play, which also answers the playability question. Unless we consider decoration as such, and then yes, the set has some potential, especially if you choose the second garland option, even better if you combine several sets. After assembling the first 4 bags, we are given the chance to choose one version or another, and if you pick the second, you will advance about 50 pages in the instructions book. The decorative elements for the garland are practically the same as in the wreath. What changes is its arrangement. In terms of display, the set is fantastic, very realistic, stable, and easily changeable and personalized. Final score, 9 out of 10, because it's really astonishing. This is not the first Christmas wreath that LEGO has made. Apart from polybags, the Christmas Wreath 2-in-1 was launched in 2020, a much more affordable model, only €40, but with less than half of the elements, 510. This set included pieces to assemble two models, even if not simultaneously, a garland to be hung, or another to be placed on the table, with Advent candles. In reality, the instructions gave 5 extra suggestions, although without the necessary steps to assemble them. It's true that many fans wrote that they prefer the old version when this one was announced, and in fact I can even understand that opinion, as it is a much more affordable model and with a more LEGO toy look. However, it was even less stable than the new version and much less realistic, and honestly with less useful parts. In an era where most new fans and even older ones favor realism in LEGO builds, this new set will, in my opinion, meet their expectations. So, what is your opinion on the set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you LEGO and the Land for sending the set for review. Opinions on it are my own. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next reviews with novelties, classics, and a few more surprises in the upcoming days. And most importantly, play well.